Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have used the iPhone 16e for officially a week, and here are my thoughts. Now, you may notice that this phone here is not the iPhone 16e. That phone right there is my iPhone 16 Pro Max that I've been using since launch in September of last year. Basically, I used the 16e as my main phone for an entire week. And what I found while using it is that there is a lot of features on the 16 Pro Max that I don't even think about until I don't have them. The first one I noticed right away was no always on display. So I'm using the 16e and I'm using it, then you lock the screen and the screen just goes black. This is one of the pro features that I use every day that I didn't realize how much I needed until I didn't have it. This always on display is a huge reason to get the pro phones. I hope that eventually all of the iPhones in the lineup have an always on display. But yeah, that was the first thing I noticed when I switched to the 16e. And I was like, damn, I miss my always on display. The second thing with the 16e that I missed from the 16 Pro Max is obviously, along with the always on display, 120 hertz ProMotion. Man, did it feel strange going back to a 60 hertz phone. Let me put it to you this way. I've been using Apple's Pro phones for a long time. I've had every single iPhone since the XS Max. I've had the XS Max. I've had 11 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max, and 16 Pro Max. Well, actually, I haven't used a Pro phone with 60 hertz since the iPhone 12 Pro because I believe ProMotion was introduced with the iPhone 13 Pro. So going back to a 60 hertz panel non-ProMotion was absolutely dreadful. I'm scrolling around the home screen and it is just choppy as hell. It is so choppy, I don't know how people put up with 60 hertz refresh rate panels anymore. I mean, it was just so choppy. Third thing I miss from my 16 Pro Max is right on the back, MagSafe. MagSafe is something that I use every day to charge my phone, put it in standby mode. I use MagSafe pretty much every night. Not having MagSafe means that while it does have wireless charging, it obviously does not have the magnets to auto align and to allow for that faster, more efficient wireless charging. Without MagSafe, you're only wireless charging at 7.5 watts. And you have to worry about if you have the phone placed on the coil at the right position for it to charge, or if you have it over too far, it might charge a little slowly because it does not have the magnets to perfectly align it on the wireless charging coil. So MagSafe, I mean, it's been around since 2020 on the iPhone 12, for Christ's sake. You're telling me they couldn't have put the ring of magnets around the wireless charging coil? At $600, the phone should have MagSafe. It's been around for a long time. Everybody has MagSafe car mounts, MagSafe wallets, MagSafe battery packs, and you cannot use any of those MagSafe accessories with the 16e, which is a huge, huge bummer. The one thing I really enjoyed with the 16e is that wonderful 48 megapixel camera. I mean, look at some of these pictures. And if we swipe up, you can see that it was indeed shot on an iPhone 16e right there. All of these images were taken on a 16e. Check this one out. The camera is incredible. The speakers on the device are also incredible. I was listening to some music. For being a tiny little phone like the way it is, I was shocked when I heard the speakers for the first time. It definitely packs a punch. The 16e is also missing the ultra-wideband chip used for precision finding with AirTags, or if you're trying to locate a friend's phone. It doesn't have that either. So, yeah, I mean, without the always on display, without ProMotion, without the ultra wideband chip, and especially that 60 hertz display really is what keeps me from switching to the 16e permanently. Because I mean, look, when you scroll in this, it is just so buttery smooth, and the 16e is just so choppy. But That being said, $599 I think is still a decent, not great, but decent price for an iPhone with Face ID, with an OLED display, with an action button, with USB-C. It is a good phone for $599. It just doesn't hold up to the 16 Pro Max. And I think what's important to remember is that it is not designed to live up to the 16 Pro Max. Okay, this phone is pretty much double the price of the 16E. So for that extra money, you get the smooth display, you get the always on display, you get camera control, you get all these extra bells and whistles for the extra money of the Pro Max. That being said, I do think the 16E is a great phone for the vast majority of people that aren't tech nerds, that don't care about the refresh rate of the screen, that don't care about always on displays, that don't care about variable refresh rate displays. And I think it is a great phone for those people. And I think it may not sell as much as the SE, but I think overall it will be a success for Apple in the long term, especially if they're able to get that 17E down to $499. I think that's going to be a game changer. And so yeah, to wrap up the video here, the 16E is a great phone. It is very easy to use, very easy to hold with one hand. But the thing that kept me from keeping it is the lack of an always on display, the lack of 120 Hertz ProMotion, variable refresh rate display, and especially the lack of MagSafe, because all I use are wireless chargers. And to lay down in bed and have to sit there and make sure your phone's properly lined up on the charger is really annoying when you can just snap it on MagSafe. 1, 2, 3, done, you know? But that is 1 week later with the iPhone 16E that is not here because unfortunately I got so fed up with it not having MagSafe, I just straight up returned it to the store.